all doubles, all the time.
Ooh, and it is Young Link. Okay.
Yes, I was right. Yes. All right, let's see how this one's going to go. We got our box player definitely on Ken here, which is a very interesting pick.
Are you sure about that?
Are
you sure it's not Box Me Sword Fighter?
Oh, this is Sytonix. Okay, I know Sytonix.
Okay, I had no idea what Sytonix looked like. I'm going to be straight up with you.
All right, well, Sytonix, I've known for a long time. Sytonix really, really good. And that's definitely Sytonix on the Ken here. So that's a definitely out of left field pick. So I'm interested to see how the team of Ken and me Sword Fighter is going to go, because I haven't been casting for too long, but this is definitely the first time I've ever seen this combo.
So the vast majority of my me Sword Fighter knowledge comes from a player in the Dakotas by the name of Aaron. Shout out Aaron Dub.
Holy schmoly, actually.
But this character is just odd. It's a lot of like vertical combos into up air, but it's only like 2-hit combos. So like me Sword Fighter is actually like pretty good at killing for that exact reason. But they're not very good at doing much other than killing, right? So like having a teammate like Ken that gets big damage is fantastic for them, as they actually get off to an early stock lead against Goblin Kobe.
Yeah, the little cheeser down there below the stage is actually insane here, and this is where you can kind of catch these top players off guard, right? I mean,
who knows the me Sword Fighter matchup,
yeah,
right? Like,
I mean, there's not a lot of players that know it, right? And there's not a lot of me Sword Fighters where I'm from in Tri-State either. It's the occasional Bradley Bean, Beady Bean pulling this out whenever he's feeling like for a counter pick. But Gob and Kobe, they seem to have recovered just a little bit. It seems like Sytonix has been on the tail end of all the damage, and they're just going to willfully ignore Fortune.
Yeah, very interestingly, one of the big things that me Sword Fighter does often is either like down throw or tornado into up air. But what they're doing instead is Fortune is cutting himself off early after either the down throw or after the tornado, and then letting Sytonix follow it up with the much stronger Shoryu. Kobe going to not only not recover, but also put Goblin in a terrible situation for that. Sorry, Gob. Good luck.
Still, though, going to be able to be back here in center stage, and now Fortune still going to live it out. Some of the best DI on me Sword Fighter I've ever seen, and probably the only. But
186% and still living.
Yeah, and honestly, great air dodge, too. Great reversal, too, on the arrow from Kobe. I believe Kobe just took all that damage from said arrow right now. Still, though, Fortune has definitely been MVP so far, as Sytonix has been able to stabilize a little bit. It only makes me wonder what would have happened if Sytonix didn't lose those stocks very early, but there is the up throw from Goblin. Fortune going to finally lose that stock.
Oh, Goblin getting in just in the nick of time to save Kobe from the Shoryu. I don't think it would have killed, but it certainly wouldn't have put him in a good spot. Sytonix losing that final stock, but going to be able to restock off of Fortune thanks to the fact that we talked about it. He's been tanking.
Yeah, absolutely. But now look at this, Fortune's last stock. I mean, already here too. So now you got to get the stock off of Kobe so if you want to have the advantage right now, because Gob seems to be winning the 1v1 on the other side here. Sytonix going to be able to at least get boots on ground, at least for a moment here, as we're trying to figure out positioning right now. And the Shoryuken not going to be enough. Not all hits connect.
But that's a lot of damage, especially thanks to the extra arrow that Kobe threw in. Buy one, get one. Ooh, not going to be able to combo off of that.
Ooh,
and there's just the raw get up Shoryu.
Oh, great air dodge through the tornado too. That could have been awful here. Fortune trying to line up. There's Gob with the nair.
I think if tornado hits here, he's dead, because he's just going to get tornado Shoryu.
Would love to see it. Another college training room combo, please.
Oh! Okay, not if tornado also hits Sytonix. He's not going to be able to get into position in time.
Ooh, there's the grab. There's the forward air. It's going to be Fortune who's going to be the front. Trying to go for it again. You're insane.
No.
This is the coolest me Sword Fighter I've seen. Okay. Trying to go for the up smash here. Not going to be able to find anything. I like how Goblin's being a little bit more tricky with the movement above, but it will be Fortune.
Ooh, still alive. The double sour spot was very unfortunate for Goblin there, because I think sweet spot on either of those moves might have killed. But Sytonix going to be able to hold on to the stock and the trade. Normally what would be in your favor, not going to be in your favor here, as the game cuts off mid-screen KO, as the Akron Esports team takes game number 1 off of Goblin and Kobe, one of the top seeds of this entire bracket.
You were talking about this a little bit earlier, how Kobe and Goblin are flexible in doubles and they play different characters. Is this the time where you switch?
I think Kobe is immediately going to Lucina here.
Okay. And just going after the Sword Fighter, right?
One of the biggest detriments throughout that entire game was the right side team did such a good job of always positioning Goblin in between them and Kobe.
Sure.
So Kobe would like either corner himself or take center stage and try and set up to be able to zone and support Goblin. But then the other guys would just be like, oh, well, like human meat shield. And put Goblin in between them so that he would take the brunt of all the arrows and the boomerangs. And it was just a very, very unfortunate situation for them. Kobe, though, he's actually, no, not switching to Lucina at all, proving me incorrect. Staying right on that Young Link. Going to try it again. Is it on PS2 again?
Yes.
It is indeed. Okay, so something that I always say in coaching is do you want to do it better or do you want to do it different? They choose to do it better this time instead of trying to do it different.
I mean, that's fair.
Whenever you fail, those are your two options. You can either do it better or you can do it different. You can change your game plan or you can execute the same game plan but correctly.
Someone is going to make a Photoshop black and white picture of you saying that. That was crazy.
I stole that. I think I've said this on comms before. I took that from my climbing coach. Shout out Josh. He does not
last dash Josh.
He does not watch Smash Brothers in the slightest, so he will never hear or see of this.
But Fortune going to be the one who's taking the first stock here. Once again, this Sword Fighter has been very tricky. I feel like both Goblin and Kobe have like tried to take their turns with handling it, and they're like, oh, this is annoying. Let me just go focus Sytonix real quick. Sytonix still, while losing, yes, the first stock, definitely holding on a little bit better this one, as Kobe just taking high to the sky. The side special does actually, unfortunately, knock up Sytonix, and that gave Kobe some time to get things in position.
Oh, caught down low, having to recover against a Roy with a counter, but Goblin doesn't get low enough for the counter in time, and doesn't even get back to ledge. Everything went wrong for him there in what should have been a free kill setup.
Okay, no tech and just the standard get up from, or the get up attack coming out from Sytonix, a little bit risky there, but it seems like Kobe has regained stage control, just going to be able to catch the jump of Fortune and going to be sending them in star KO animation. And now Sytonix is also going to eat the wrath of Kobe here, who has decided to turn on the jets.
Sounds like a budget CD version of the Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Kobe. Kobe definitely trying to make them feel it, but he's going to be the one that gets caught by the up tilt Shoryu, losing that stock there, and we're all about even. I think this is going to come down to, once again, how hard can Fortune stock tank?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see Sytonix get in there a little bit more with a little bit more of these. I was about to say.
The movement mix up on that me sortie down B is kind of wild.
Yeah,
he gets a lot of space control over that.
Yeah, but still, it seems like Kobe now a little bit more like settled in on just handling Fortune off the side. But Sytonix definitely starting to wake up a little bit, going for the Shoryu, not going to be enough here. Fortune actually going to be the frontliner here when Fortune actually has the extra stock to work with. But great arrow from Kobe, my God, but it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, Sytonix still going to be able to follow up with a back air to take out Goblin's stock, but Kobe rescuing him there. Fantastically placed arrow. But now it's going to come down to this stock. They are going to be able to take it off Fortune. Everybody's on one. Sytonix is the most damaged, but Kobe's not that far behind. This is still very much anybody's game.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's really the Sword Fighter that's the win condition right now. Like, if I'm Sytonix, I'm doing everything in my power to make sure Fortune is safe, but still Kobe trying to find a way in, will be able to find the back air. Gob not necessarily ready for the follow-up there, but there's a tornado, great shield through, and even gets the grab on Sytonix as well. It seems like Red Team has really stabilized right now, and it's up to some of these explosive options to get things started. There's Gob finding the first KO, but now you got to take care of Fortune.
And that entire situation was set up by Goblin opting for the F throw for stage control instead of trying to combo into Kobe with the throw. Most of the time, oh my good. Most of the time, when you get a grab in doubles, you're going to be throwing into your teammate to get them to set up for something. But that time, Goblin recognized that, okay, Kobe's currently keeping Sytonix busy, so I'm going to throw Fortune away so that Kobe can finish the job, kill Sytonix, and then we can team back up and finish this out. And it's looking like they are on the brink of doing just that. A back throw here. Kobe should be able to combo. No, and air dodge comes out just in the nick of time.
Still though, Fortune throwing out the Chakram, going to go for the tornado here.
Oh, oh no.
This could go horribly. Like we saw it a little bit earlier. There's a universe where this like goes the way we expect, and then there's a universe where this goes horribly, and we saw the flashes of horrible.
Yeah, there's the universe where Goblin's up B loses the entire set for both of them there, but thankfully for them, it does not come to pass. Fortune going to play the ledge for a little bit. And then Kobe finds a fair. Brings us to game number 3.
The dash back there from Fortune actually just lost it for him there, because dash back to the back of the platform there, and that's where Kobe was swinging in with the forward air. So it is going to be game number 3 here.
And, you know, do it better. It worked for them. They recognized they didn't need any switch-ups. They didn't need a stage counter pick. Their game plan worked. They just had to execute on it. They found success in game number 2, and actually a pretty comfortable game 2 win. I'm not going to say it was like, it was definitely not dominant, but they weren't in danger at any point except maybe when Goblin almost killed himself.
Ooh, all right, very early start for Sytonix on Kobe, and then there's a very early start for Gob on Fortune there. But once again, as we've been saying all day, Dub's games have been pretty even so far. It seems like red team, no tech though from Sytonix.
Oh, but then he footstools Kobe down below, and Kobe drops the stock. That is so unfortunate for them. Goblin has the opportunity to fire back, but then Fortune comes sweeping in. Me and Goblin's too afraid to re-grab ledge because he knows he's facing down that me sortie up B again.
That was so close, and now it's up to Sytonix to stay alive. Goblin with a vengeance right now, gonna be able to find the forward air, as now Fortune is stuck between a rock and a hard place of Kobe and Goblin. Projectiles versus swords. Let's see though, Fortune going to be able to get the back throw here. Has to get this stock off of Kobe now. Great nair though. Gob very cautious, noticing the jump in and saying, I don't know about all that, and then jumping actually right out.
Very good awareness to go, hey, this is not worth it. Let me get out of here.
No thanks. Not interested, actually.
Risk assessment on point. Goblin taking another risk and going off stage again against Sytonix, because we saw how that ended up last time. This time it goes significantly better, and by that I mean he didn't die.
Yeah, there you go. Still though, Fortune holding on 152 with 3 stocks. Gob also holding on with 3 stocks and not even grazing 100% just yet. Going for the up smash, not going to be able to find it. So now Sytonix going to be able to hit the run up Shoryu, as Ken always just seems to find.
He charged that up smash too, and Kobe paid the price for it. Can we notice that Kobe's already on 1 stock, by the way?
I didn't even notice that.
Kobe not holding on to these stocks for anything here. Goblin might be losing this first one as well too if he's not careful. Immediately gets focus attack out to avoid the Jair. Kobe finally chases Fortune off, but he's eating some more percent.
Yeah, if I'm Fortune right now, I have to make sure that Sytonix has the ability to just go in and get all that shield pressure into the Shoryu. But Gob holding on to 3 stocks so extremely well right now. The stock count is very even, but it can kind of tilt and seesaw different ways right now. There's the up smash that is going to take Gob's first stock, but now Fortune off stage right now. Kobe has to go for the edge guard here. Sytonix going to come in for the save, but the boomerang, I believe, actually stopped some of the disaster.
Yeah, it stopped the final hit of the Shoryu, and I was going to say, Goblin's 3rd stock there was definitely like the rubber band decider of like how the rest of this is going to go. Lost it a little bit earlier than he might have liked, but he was able to do enough damage, I think. And I would still put the advantage of this game in the favor of the red team. Until that happened, and now they're on final stocks across the board.
Yeah, and Sytonix actually finding the way in versus Gob right now, but Gob going to be able to get the grab. Kobe's still handling Fortune on the other side of the stage, but Sytonix has to live here, right? We know that Fortune has been doing so much of the very, like reading in between the line work right now. There's the footstool down throw.
I don't know if that was intentional, but it certainly worked out to keep Fortune away from a recovering Goblin.
Okay, still Fortune and blue team.
Don't get cheesed.
I love how Kobe's ready. There's the tornado. It doesn't actually go through. Fortune, though, actually going to lose the stock here. It's up to Sytonix. Can you hold the side here? Great focus down. So now we're going to be able to still live it out here. But yeah, you got to get away back in.
Great awareness to just immediately disengage while Fortune was respawning. Like, you don't want to play that 1v2, even if it's only for a moment. And Goblin misses the recovery. He's not going to be able to get back on stage. It's all up to Kobe. But with a 155% on Sytonix, if he can take him out here, this is still very doable in the 1v1. He needs Sytonix to die, and he needs it immediately.
Okay, how do you do it, though?
Oh, no, that's it!
The holy schmoly! And that's going to be Akron Esports taking it over, one of our top seeds, if not the 2nd seed in our doubles bracket. Simply, come on, the other team had a handshake